1, 2, 3. Oh yeah.
Great! Okay, so what is it like in my life as a soldier? Me being a soldier, me being in the Army National Guard. This video is pretty much going to shed some light on what annual training is, what we did with annual training, and like where we went. Okay, so we went to Wisconsin, and I'm from Texas, as you guys can see. One of the greatest states. You guys know it out there, Texas pride. But anyways, we went to Wisconsin for this annual training called Diamond Saber. Basically where finance units go there and they train on what they're going to be doing when they're overseas. So CVS, military pay, and dispersing operations. Now, I worked in dispersing operations, and we'll talk about that later. But basically what I wanted to talk about also that I forgot to lay out is leadership. Leadership is such a big thing when you were in the National Guard, when you were an officer or just an NCO or anybody, because anyone can be a leader. But one of the biggest things that I saw on this trip that really just like gave me some tips for the future when I'm in charge of a platoon is just make sure that you give your soldiers something to have some fun and to let loose. Good job, Wes! Woo! Loose just a little bit after the workday, after they've been working a couple of days or a couple of weeks. Give them something that they can all team building. That's the word right there. Make sure you do team building for your soldiers. That will help them out in the long run.
Uh-oh.
Everybody move up, Everybody in.
Because basically in the National Guard, you go to a drill, which is typically like 2 days in 1 month. And you kind of meet people in your unit and your platoon, your detachment, whatever, but you don't really get to know them because you're not active duty. You're not always with them every single day. But at AT, which is 2 weeks of training, typically depends on your unit and your training obligations, but it really lets you get closer with those people in your unit. Doing PT in the morning. Leadership is such a big part. Make sure you do something for your soldiers. Make sure you do something for your soldiers. Something funny, something that just shows that you care and you actually pay attention to them as a human being. Like this one, Strike Award 2018, most likely to shoot a gutter. So we had this one soldier and like he loves bowling, loves it, but he's most likely to shoot it into the gutter lane. Get you a commander like this, someone actually cares about your personality. Okay, what you guys just saw was my lieutenant and me. We pretty much made these certificates for everybody in our detachment. Basically some funny ones. So like this one sergeant, he always gets up in the morning at 4:40 and it goes to the gym, works out, and then makes it back for PT with the whole detachment at 6:30. He never sleeps, so we call him the machine. And honestly, it's just, we came up with these funny jokes. And we came up with one for this one guy who was always funny, and we called it San Antonio's Finest. The guy who always has his pocket knife on him. And then there's another award to where this one guy always has nail clippers on him, so we named the award the Personal Hygiene Award. The guy most likely to have nail clippers on him. So these little funny things, my lieutenant giving them their awards at the barbecue, which we also had which was another team building event, which where I was barbecuing and cooking out. No, these kinds of things just show great leadership and just show how you can foster really positive vibes in a detachment and in a platoon. Because that's really what it's about, right? Building these connections with other people in the world so that you can have a stronger bond and that you can one day defend this nation and so many other things. If you please to do that, well, we signed up, so we're definitely gonna do that. Fund the fight. Okay, so what does leadership mean to me? Leadership means being able to develop other people who are underneath you, giving them tasks, giving them trust. You're basically trusting that they will get the job done that you just gave to them, the task that you just gave to them. Trust but verify. Ask them, hey, how's that assignment coming along? Make sure you verify though. But also, being a good leader to me really just means being able to listen and being able to make sure that your soldiers are alright, or just that anyone is alright. Giving them fun activities to do, like I said, team building events. We did dodgeball. We did a barbecue at the end and gave funny awards. We went to the movies. Heck, we went bowling. There's so many things that we did, and this is all so great for annual training. It's a must if you're going to have happy soldiers who are going to be productive and always do their job. So basically my job with being with the dispersing side, we basically gave out money to soldiers who were, let's say, quote unquote, were deployed overseas. So basically, we had role players during this whole operation at Diamond Saber. They would come in, and I was a customer service person. They'd be like, hi, how are you doing? And I'd be like, what are you here for? And if they were like casual pay, I'd be like, let me see your DA 2142, which pretty much is a pay increase document that pretty much states like, it's signed by the commander, how much money they're looking to get. And there's so many rules and policies, as you guys should just be seeing right about now. If not, you know, I failed at editing. But so many policies and everything, and you know, sometimes they give you attitude and they're like, wow, why is it taking forever? And they were really just stressing how much you cared for these soldiers. At one point, we couldn't give out money to soldiers who were leaving on emergency leave because the policy said we couldn't. But then that's when this guy was writing and assessing us, there we go, assessing us on our leadership and everything. He was assessing us on not just leadership, but assessing us on how, I've said this word too many times. This guy was assessing our dispersing team on how good we dealt with stress, how good we knew the policies and everything, and how good we just gave out good customer service. So he pretty much told our DA, the guy who's in charge of this whole thing, dispersing team, hey, like, if you see something's wrong, you gotta take care of the service member. You have certain things in your power. Look at the policy. You know, call up the hire later on and tell them what happened, and that's it. So basically, this was such a great exercise because cashiers got to give out money. They got to give out, you know what? Let me stop talking. We had cashiers give out money, and there was even foreign currency that we had to like convert and everything depending on what the conversion was during that day. And we also had soldiers try to come in, the role players, come in with expired IDs, and I had to write on the 2142 pretty much that like it was invalid because I couldn't take their ID. It was, how do I know that they didn't pick it up off the ground and that soldier was already home because it was expired? How do I know you're even in the military anymore? So there's a lot of different things they tried to get you on. False checks, fake money. So you really had to be diligent on your work, and this is all for training purposes. We train how we're gonna fight, right? Stay alert, stay alive. So we went to the movies. We went bowling.
So apparently, cheese curds are a big thing in Wisconsin. How was your first cheese curd?
These are amazing.
Amazing? Hey, how was your first cheese curd? How was your first cheese curd? Cheesy.
We had a barbecue at the very end.
You gotta go to the finished product too, sir. Dallas, D-Town.
We gave out awards, funny awards to everyone.
But I enjoyed like us doing things as a team and as a group. Like coming to drill the past 3 months, I feel like there were certain faces and names that I didn't really know that well, and now I feel like I know everybody pretty, like a lot better. So that's good.
And we had a 5K run at the end. Now I'm not gonna count the 5K as a team building event. Kind of was, but 2 people from our detachment, 2, got 2nd place and 3rd place. Because you know, 149 for life, the best detachment, Texas. But anyways, I guess what I really want to get out of this video or to share to y'all is when it comes to leadership and when it comes to being in the military, be a great leader. And by being a great leader, you still keep the standard, because without standard, we have nothing. But once your soldiers do right, once your soldiers, you see that they're working hard, give them a break. Go do a team building exercise. Like, also I forgot, dodgeball. We did dodgeball. You know, people were losing, people were getting out, people were laughing. Like, it was really fun. And you still get out there and you're active. Going to the movies, watching a movie and just talking about the movie afterwards. You have something to talk about now. A connection. Oh, that's not a connection. A bond. One team, one fight. I just really have to give respects out to my lieutenant and to my detachment sergeant. You guys really have done such a great job with molding me to be a really great LT within the next 9 months. Without you guys and without the 149, without all of you guys, I probably would not be where I'm at today in terms of my leadership skills and capabilities. I still fall, but when I fall, you guys catch me. When I don't know what something is, you guys let me know what it is. I know this video was everywhere, but I want you guys to see a little bit part of my life. I'm trying to get into this vlog thing, but with that being said, let me know what you guys thought of this video. With that, I'm out.
You got a trophy, how you feeling? Where you going now? You just got third place, where are you going?
I'm going home.
I'm coming home. Tell the world